Praise the Lord. I've been having such a wonderful experience of the love of God. I just wanted to share it with all of our friends and all of those who may be hungering and thirsting for an experience of God. My husband and I are pastors or co-pastors at a church in the city where we live. And it's such a beautiful fellowship of people. And the thing that makes it so beautiful is the fact that the hearts of the people are so in love with God. I can really tell the difference when I'm talking with people, say for instance at my job, um, the difference between living a life where you have Jesus as the center of your life, as the love of your life, as the sustainer of your life. He's everything to you. There's such a big difference for those who live in that place compared to those who live just in having a knowledge of Jesus or they know about Jesus, they've heard about him, they think that, as long as they read their Bible and pray every day, they're okay. But when it comes down to when the real struggles and trials and challenges of life come upon you, and you get hit with fear and discouragement and depression. I'm seeing this all around me, people just fearful of what life is bringing them and what the future holds. And then you get into the midst of a people who just love God. We were in a fellowship last night, and it was just so awesome. And it was not the cookie cutter church experience. It was simply, there were 5 of us, that 6 of us, and the children that belonged to the parents that were there. And we were in such an awesome place with the Lord, expressing our love to him. And it was just so powerful. It's so refreshing. And just everything about it was just so wonderful. We only had one person who could even play guitar, and we didn't really use it that much. We just sang to the Lord. And these are people, of course, that's what they love to do, is worship God, singing to him, praying to him. And it was just so wonderful. And my husband, he literally saw Jesus come into the room where we were worshiping, and come and take our worship and gather it up in his arms. And then he went up through the ceiling carrying our worship to the Father. And he shared that with us when we got to that place where we were starting to share with one another. And it was so beautiful, because a lot of times, we'll have our regular service and we'll do our regular things, and we'll ask for testimonies, and nobody wants to say anything. But last night it was so beautiful, because all my husband had to do was say, "What were you feeling when you were singing that song?" It was so awesome to see the love of God and your love on your face as you were singing. What were you feeling? And a testimony came out of the gentleman that had been singing that song was saying, he's everything to me. He's all my confidence of life is in him. And then, he asked another member of our group, what she was feeling when she was worshiping God. And she was saying just how real he is to her, because of how much she has to depend on him for everything in life. And it was just such an awesome experience. And so, you come home and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to stay in that place. I felt like, Peter, when he told Jesus, when they came down from the Mount of Transfiguration, let's build tabernacles and stay here, because it's just so awesome. And but Jesus wants us to get on and go out into the earth and tell others about him, and be dispensers of his love, every opportunity to be able to shed his love into someone else's life. But anyway, I was on my way home this evening, And just that feeling of the wonderful tenderness of that moment that we had last night. It just, I heard a song on the radio, and it was by Toby Mac. It's called "City on Our Knees," and it's the song is talking about the people who are looking for that city whose builder and maker is God. And it just, that whole thing just returned to me, and I just almost, started weeping as I was driving, because I just cherish those moments with God. And He is so faithful to just pour out His love. Anytime that we even turn to Him and say we love Him, or we don't even have to do that. He just, he's like there wanting our attention, and He, gets it by different means and ways where all of a sudden we're thinking about Him, and we're cherishing the moments with Him. So I just wanted to share that with you, and I pray that you will take the opportunity. Jesus is coming very soon, and I've run into so many people, it surprises me how many people want to stay here. But I just want to say that Jesus is coming soon, and whatever opportunity you may have to pray, to seek Him out, He's there to be found, and He's waiting for you. And He has such an awesome love for you, and such an awesome place in life for you, and an awesome place in His kingdom. If you'll just seek Him out, He can be found, and He will respond. He is such an awesome responder. So I just pray that you take that time to be able to experience that, and I bless you to be able to have the grace and the heart to respond to His wooing. God bless you.